Hey, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Phil, if you don't know that already. I'm a personal trainer and I like to share my thoughts about some things. And I was looking through my computer earlier and I found something that I wrote about a year ago around personal responsibility. And as I've decided today to go and make lots of YouTube videos and talk to people on camera and stop hiding so much, because I had a disc review and it says that I like to hide and just let my work speak for me, something I'm trying to change. So, I want to talk to you about the line, I have no choice in personal responsibility. It's actually quite a fundamental thing to taking back control of your life, and your health and your fitness. And I've got a script below me here, so I'm going to keep dipping down in and out, reading it, but I try to look into the camera because I'm going to get better at this eventually. Alright, so we're going to talk about the often heard phrase, I had no choice, and why understanding and making no choice is still a choice, is an absolute game changer. I had no choice, the convenient excuse is my next section. We've all heard it, perhaps we've even said it to ourselves. I had no choice but to grab fast food, I was too busy. I had no choice but to skip the gym, I was tired. I had no choice but to eat that entire tub of ice cream, I had a bad day. The phrase I had no choice is often a convenient shield we use to defend decisions that deep down we know were not the best for us. It allows us to deflect accountability and avoid discomfort of acknowledging that we did make a choice. It's not necessarily one that serves our long-term work goals well. My stepdad, bless him, had this famous line all the time, I had no choice. He's from Dublin, I'm not even going to try and do the Mrs. Brown Boys accent, but you can imagine. It perfectly illustrates this. In this situation, it wasn't through the lack of options, but rather the preference of the path of least resistance. The lazy choice, the comfortable choice, the immediate gratification choice. And here's my critical insight. Choosing the path of least resistance is still a choice. Deciding not to act, deciding not to plan, deciding not to prioritise the right thing are all active decisions with consequences and therefore are still choices. When someone says, I had no choice, what do they often mean? I didn't want to make the hard choice. I didn't want to make the uncomfortable choice. I didn't want to make the inconvenient choice. I didn't plan ahead for a better choice. But the choices always existed. It might have been between hitting the gym or watching TV. It might have been between packing a healthy lunch or buying a takeout meal or a Tesco's meal deal, I suppose. It might have been saying no to the extra slice of cake or saying yes to a momentary pleasure. Every decision point, no matter how small, presents options. Even doing nothing and defaulting to status quo is still a decision. Understanding that you will always have a choice, even if it feels difficult, is incredibly empowering. It shifts you from the victim mentality, things that happen to me, to a proactive mindset. I will make things happen. And here is why embracing personal responsibility is vital to your health and your fitness journey, as well as in life in general. It puts you in absolute control. When you acknowledge your choices, you take back your power. You are no longer at the mercy of circumstances. You become the architect of your own actions and their results. You become accountable. If you own your choices, you own the outcomes. This makes you far more likely to learn from mistakes and celebrate your successes honestly. It builds your resilience. Life will always throw you curveballs. There's no getting away from that. When you realise you always have a choice of how you're to respond, you build a mental fortitude to navigate challenges rather than being derailed by them. It drives progress. If you believe you honestly had no choice but to skip the workout, you'll likely repeat the pattern. If you acknowledge, I chose to skip because I didn't prioritise it, but next time I'll set my alarm earlier or I'll go straight to the gym, you're setting yourself up for growth. So how do we stop defaulting to the no choice mindset and start making empowering decisions? Pause and reflect. Before you say or think I had no choice, pause. Ask yourself, what are my actual options here? Even the difficult ones. And what choice am I really making right now? Identify your drivers. Why did you choose an easier path? Was it fatigue, stress, lack of planning, a desire for comfort, or a fear of discomfort? Understanding the underlying drivers helps you address them proactively next time. Plan for success. If you know certain situations trigger no choice thinking, the being too busy to cook, or too busy to work out, plan for it. Prep your meals on Sundays. Pack your gym bag right the night before and put it in your car. Schedule your workouts like non-negotiable appointments. Embrace the suck, the embarrassment, or the discomfort. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. Often the best choice is the one that requires a little bit more effort, a little bit more discipline, or the delayed gratification. Learn to lead into that discomfort. Embrace the suck. Reframe your language. Catch yourself when you say, I have to or I can't. Reframe it to, I choose to or I choose not to. The simple linguistic shift reinforces your agency. For example, instead of, I cannot eat that because I'm on a diet, you choose to say, I do not eat that because it does not align with my health goals. Learn from every decision you make. Don't dwell on the bad choices, acknowledge them. Learn from the consequences and commit to making a different choice next time. Every decision, good or bad, is a learning opportunity. Your fitness journey, your health journey, your life journey is a culmination of choices. The food you eat, to the workouts you do or don't do, the thoughts you allow to dominate your mind. Understanding that making no choice is still a powerful and consequential choice. It's the first step towards truly taking the reins and steering your life in the direction you desire. It's about proactive living, not reactive existing. It's about empowerment, not excuses. It's about building the life you want, one conscious choice at a time. If this talk has resonated with you, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more real talk of fitness and mindset, and let me know in the comments below the one area you can start owning today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.